Hey everybody, JTISREBORN here. Welcome to another edition of my Batman the Animated Series reviews. This time we'll be taking a look at episode number 80, simply known as Second Chance. Okay, so this episode marks basically like the final appearance of Two-Face as a main protagonist in the original Batman the Animated Series run. Of course, he would come back in, the New Batman Adventures in two great episodes, in Sins of the Father and Judgment Day, which was the final episode of the New Batman Adventures. So yeah, this is it for Harvey Dent, basically. So, basically the plot of this episode is an ambulance is taking Two-Face in to the hospital where he's going to have surgery performed on him. In fact, one of his the doctors who was there in Two-Face Part 1 is there to help oversee the surgery to him to remove the facial scarring. That shows that he's Two-Face. So they want to make it to where he's, just Harvey Dent again. So, yes. And then some shit goes down. We also do see some flashbacks to Two-Face Part 1 and 2, actually Part 1, where he initially becomes Two-Face, and you see this still as a toll on Bruce, after all that's been going on. Like, Two-Face is still, it's still his friend, it's still Harvey Dent, he still cares about him, wants to see him, make a recovery, and that's the real tragedy of it all. So, Two-Face then is getting ready for surgery, then some people come in, they kidnap him, and then there's two possible suspects that they have. There's Penguin and Rupert Thorne. Robin goes after Rupert Thorne. Batman goes after Penguin. Those turn out to be dead ends, and the truth turns out to be that it was Two-Face who really set himself up for, getting captured to sabotage his own surgery. Basically, this confliction of, the alternate personalities would, come into the fact later on in the New Batman Adventures with the episode Judgment Day. But it's, the first time we're really seeing it to where, one personality has, a clear vendetta against the other without the other knowing it. So that was kind of neat. But, yes, so at one point, when Batman's confronting Two-Face at the end of the episode, he's flipping a coin, and then, it turns out to be, a trick coin. It doesn't land, so he doesn't know what to do, heads or tails. And then Batman reveals, hey, it's a trick coin. Robin comes in, stops some goons. Two-Face almost falls to his death. Batman saves him. Then he ends up in jail at the end of the episode. And Harvey's like, good old Bruce, he's never given up on me. And then Bruce's like, you're always going to be my friend, Harvey. I'm never going to give up on you. And throughout the episode, we do see kind of these, sad moments where Bruce is just, he's just reminiscing about his time with Harvey Dent. And you do feel it, though. You do feel his sadness and disappointment. Although, I haven't really, this is, the first time, really, since the two-parter where Batman's really shown trying to help save, Two-Face. Because we haven't really seen that in the other episodes. I mean, he obviously still cares for him, but it's the first time we're really seeing Bruce Wayne play a factor. And you see him meet Harvey Dent as Two-Face again. So that was a pretty cool scene. And then the end of the episode, just Robin's just with him, and Batman's just or actually Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson. Bruce Wayne is just man, I'll always have you. And then Robin's like, oh, of course you will. You're always there for me. Oh, well, actually, no, it's not, Dick Grayson, because you end up leaving at his side. And it kind of sucks, because in this episode, Dick Grayson's I'll always be there for you, and Bruce is like, thank you. But that ends up getting screwed over in, the New Batman Adventures when he becomes Nightwing and goes into his own. And that's where we kind of see some of my disappointments with what they did with Dick Grayson and the New Batman Adventures, but we'll get to that when I eventually talk about the New Batman Adventures. But for now, this is it with Two-Face. It's a good episode. Lower ranking in terms of episodes for Two-Face for me. It's... where would I rank it? It's definitely a lower tiered Two-Face episode. It's not the worst. Actually, you know what? It is the weakest of the Two-Face episodes. I put it below my rankings on Leather Wings and all that. I'll get my whole ranking list out at the end when I finish reviewing all these episodes, including the Lost episode, which really shouldn't count as a ranking, but it's just something I want to do for the hell of it. So, yes, that's that. Not much else to say about this episode. The next episode is going to be Harley's Holiday, so another Harley Quinn-centered episode, which should be fun. And then we got Lock Up, Make 'em Laugh, Deep Freeze, and then lastly we have Batgirl Returns. My intention is to complete watching all these today, reviewing them, review the Lost episode, do a final thoughts video on Batman the Animated Series before I do a definitive rankings list, and then a complete review of the whole show, and then I'm done with Batman the Animated Series, and then it's on to the New Batman Adventures, which is where I'll start talking about that show, and then, Mystery of the Batwoman, and all of that, and so on and so forth. So, Thank you all for watching this video. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this particular episode, and I'll see you all later. If you want to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SeanJTKing. And until next time, cheers.